You know you're great at what you do. So why aren't you signing 2 or more high-ticket clients every single month? It's not the market, it's not the competition. It's that your service isn't being proven, packaged, or sold the right way. I'm gonna break down exactly how to sell a new service, whether it's AI or anything else, using a 3-step system. Prove it on yourself, run pilot projects, then sell into clients you already have. I'll also demo the exact outbound workflow I use to win clients. Scraping job boards, structuring the data into Clay, and then using AI to generate LinkedIn questions that lead to real conversations with real potential clients. And yes, I am going to give you the n8n automations and the Clay table that I use as well. You can download everything in the comment section. So let's jump right into it. So this is what the current market reality looks like for any sort of service that touches AI and needs somebody to consult, or any sort of AI agency service. This is what the market's looking like right now. So first of all, we're all in a saturated market. Everybody's trying to do this right now. There's a lot of consultants and agencies, and what we're seeing is revenue is flowing to the top few. AI is super new, so there's no clear playbooks on how to actually do this, which means buyers are confused and there's uncertainty. But because of this, that means that there's opportunities for small operators and smaller agencies, because we're essentially in the Wild West right now. If we look at the curve, product service lifecycle, I think we're in the early majority. So pragmatists, and we're starting to see proven solutions come through in AI, and agentic AI is starting to scale as well. So this begs the question, as an agency, as a company, or as a person in your group, how can we start to make more sales and get more clients from this? How can we take advantage? So this is like a client acquisition ladder. It's very simple, and there's 3 stages to what getting clients actually looks like right now. And it depends on where you're at in your own business life cycle. So if you're just getting started out, in order to gain clients, you need to have case study. And the best way to build case studies is do projects yourself. So if you've never built a RAG agent and you want to sell RAG agents, build one for yourself and you've got your first case study right there. The next thing you need to do is, after you've done a couple of projects for yourself and you've got a little bit of authority behind what you're doing, you need to gain clients through pilot projects. What a pilot project is, it's essentially a full scope project, and we're getting paid for this, but we're charging a reduced amount over to the client because they're most likely our first client. And what we're going to do is get a really good referral out of that. And through these pilot projects, so if you think the product or service that you're offering is a 6-figure product or service, your first project is never going to be 6 figures. You need to build authority into it, and you need to get trust through referrals. And this is how all very large AI consulting deals are done. And we hear about them all the time, about people who are signing these massive deals. They're not signing these massive deals through cold emails. They're signing these massive deals because they're getting referred into. And this is just one of those cold, hard truths that we need to accept as we grow our businesses. And as you do more of these pilot projects for a reduced price, but right into the contract, hey, I'm going to get a referral out of you and you're going to refer me to all of your buddies, that's what's going to lead to larger engagements and 6-figure clients. So depending on our situation, what do we do next? So if you don't have any clients, you got to build a project for yourself, and you just got to go out and get experience. And the best way to do this is, again, build that RAG agent for yourself. Build what you want to build for your clients for yourself first, and field of dreams it. They will come. Next, if you already have some wins, you want to sell a pilot. And if you've already sold some pilots before, now we got to get some momentum, go deep. We have a decision to make. We can either build more clients through referrals, or we can go to our current clients that we've done a really good job on and ask for more money and ask for additional projects. So let's focus now on these wins. After we've had some wins and we want to sell a pilot, how can we find clients to sell a pilot? And that's what I'm going to show you next. Okay, so how's the best way, or what is the best way to win our first pilot project? Well, first of all, we have to identify potential clients who would be interested in our services. And the best way to do this is via job board searches or looking at the job boards. There are many clients out there who are hiring services relevant to your industry. So if you're looking for like AI consulting, there are businesses on the job boards who want to hire an AI consultant right now. So how can we use this to our advantage? The best way to do this is by scraping job board data, identifying the companies who are hiring these AI consultants or whatever service you offer. So if you're selling HR services, you could be looking for people who are hiring HR consultants or relevant consultants to that. If you're in logistics, you could focus on that regardless of what your service is. In this n8n automation, what I've done is I've built out a quick API-ify scraper to scrape the job boards, Indeed and LinkedIn, for the types of jobs that would be relevant to my service or your service. And then I'm sending this information to a clay table to organize. Inside of the clay table, what has now happened is all of the jobs in the last week that have been looking for AI consultants are available on my clay table. And now I'm going to manipulate that data and start to get an understanding of which of these companies that are hiring are actually relevant to the services that I offer. So here you can see a snapshot of all the data that we're getting. And we have information like the job description, the type of consultant they're hiring for, or the agency, and the business size, and a lot of other really good relevant information. So how do we want to manipulate this so we can win our first pilot project? Well, first of all, we need to go after companies in our ideal client profile. There's two main things that we want to do in this stage is, first of all, are they valid with the size? So for me personally, I go after clients with no less than 10 employees and no more than 300 employees. That's my sweet spot. So inside of Clay, I can filter for this. Then next, after that, I want to take AI and look at the websites and determine are any of these companies competitors to me? And you can see here, it's identified a couple of competitors based off of the job descriptions. From there, the ones that are relevant, what I want to do is I want to find individuals in the companies who would be decision makers. So you can see right here, I've just found the individuals in these companies that are C-level, director level, founder, owner, partner, or VP level plus in terms of seniority. Right now, we just want to grab everybody who is a certain seniority level in these companies, and we're going to move that to a secondary table. From there, once we have the actual people in these organizations, and this is example data from a scrape that I've done, I'm not actually reaching out to any of these people. But from there, what we're going to do is we're going to clean up this data even more, and we're going to decide if the person is an actual decision authority maker in that company relevant to my product or service. So in this particular prompt in the Clay table, I'm essentially saying, hey, here's the job description data, here's the company data, and here's what my business does. And this is the position this person is within the company. Take all of that data and decide if they have authority to make decision on AI projects or whatever your project may be. And then we're deciding if it's worth it to reach out. So you can see a lot of people are being cut, but there's also a lot of people who are still relevant. Then from there, because this is going to be a LinkedIn-centric campaign, what we want to do is we want to run another API-ify scraper to determine if this person is actually active on LinkedIn. And so you can see here, I've ran a scraper that essentially looks at each of these people's last post and last comment date. And if you're not active on LinkedIn within the last 30 days, then I don't want to reach out to you. We really want to save our time. And then from there, what we're doing is we're taking all the data that we've gathered up until this point, and we're customizing our initial reach out. So here you can see we're developing an intro line, and then we're developing questions that we want to ask the prospect based off of this. So you can see here, based off of this, we're asking an icebreaker question. How do you approach balancing the technical design of AI architectures with the need to communicate complex trade-offs effectively to execute stakeholders in your role leading AI adoption. Now, we can probably clean up this question a little bit more, but based off of the posts that they've made, based off of the website that they've made, and then based off of the job that we scraped, we're generating questions that we can then push into a LinkedIn automation. In this particular play table, I have the program that I use to send to LinkedIn automation. So from here, we can just send this person directly to the LinkedIn automation, and then we can start outreach for these particular people where we'll send them a connection request, and then we'll follow up with these questions that we've generated for them in order to start the sales process. And then from there, once we start to talk to these individuals, then we can get into more of a discovery type situation where we can pitch our pilot project. So in a nutshell and very high level, this is what business development looks like for early stage companies when you're at the point where you want to sell that pilot project. If you want to consistently sign 2 or more high ticket clients a month, this is the part that most people skip. Building proof and a repeatable sales system. Everything you saw in this demo is available for free, both the n8n automations that I use for the job board scraper and also to verify if people are active on LinkedIn, as well as the clay table, are inside the free school community in the description. If this helped, like the video, subscribe, or drop a comment if you want me to break down more in detail how to do this and how you can be successful doing this. All the links are below, and I'll see you in the next one.